Outer circle, mark!
Whoa! My reactors, we have a new episode to reel in of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Are you guys enjoying this season? Give this video a like if you are. Last week's episode was really good. Seeing Godzilla once again, amazing. Therefore, seeing him in the present and in the past, I can't complain. Whenever Godzilla shows up, it's a good time. Hopefully he shows up in this episode. We shall find out. But this episode is titled, Will the Real May Please Stand Up? You know, I'm an Eminem fan, so I like the title. I like the title. But with that being said, I'm excited for this episode. Got a lot of things to reel in these next few days, so be on the lookout for that by subscribing and clicking that notification bell. Monarch Legacy of Monsters, Episode 7. It's time to reel it in. We are starting with this. The plane crash. They flew too close to Godzilla. He's still alive. Let me guess, he's the only one still alive.
What the?
Perfect.
What do you think Dad was doing out there?
Chasing Godzilla?
I don't know.
Was he chasing Godzilla on his own? Why? For fun?
For fun? No.
Who gives a shit about him? He took one look at us and ran away.
Well, maybe he was trying to get away from Godzilla.
And left us behind to get stomped on?
Kentaro, he had no idea that was you. You guys are like super far away.
She went to the bathroom like 40 minutes ago.
What did you expect?
Dipped out.
You told her to stay the hell away from you.
This episode is titled, Will the Real May Please Stand Up? So this is going to be a May-centered episode, I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure.
I've never been kidnapped before, so how does this work?
What? So I guess the people found her? But I would feel like they would find her once, you know, May and the others touch the money she's been holding on to. We shall see.
May, are you in here?
She's been kidnapped. You guys are late. Oh, her jacket. Her passport. May, she said people were after her. It's time to find out who exactly.
You are brilliant. The future looks better if you create it with me.
A partnership.
And girl, there is a lot of money.
Enticing. Is that how she reels in May?
No way.
Oh my god, he limped all the way back here.
Where is she?
Jeez.
What did you do with her?
I have had a very weird day.
Yeah, I was right. He's the only survivor of that plane crash. Helicopter crash.
The world is so much more vast than we could possibly imagine, and they were humble enough to accept our tiny place in it. Your father, he opened my eyes to that world.
What was he doing out there?
Fascinated by that.
What do you mean? He was here?
You just missed him.
Was he trying to wake up Godzilla?
No. Your father spent his life trying to prevent something like G-Day from happening.
Nah,
I
think
believe
he was waking up Godzilla.
He's trying to prevent the next one.
Trying to prevent the next G-Day? I think he's trying to start one. But it has to be for a good cause. I doubt their dad is like evil.
You're asking him for help?
Our options feel kind of limited right now.
They're going to want to find Dad. I don't want to find Dad.
You don't want to find Dad? This is like the whole mission for you and her.
Where's Sabbath?
We can't contact anyone on the team.
No, you wouldn't.
They're all dead.
Because they're gone.
Except for him.
What happened?
They ran into
Godzilla happened, actually. He was here.
You're sure?
Kind of hard to miss. Majestic, terrifying.
giant monster.
The Randa kids are here. I need to help them do something first. Also, I might need to piggyback some Monarch resources.
I don't have any resources to piggyback. If Godzilla's on the move, we need a full debrief.
He appeared out of nowhere, and then he disappeared, guess what? Into nowhere. So
Obvious
consider yourself
facts.
briefed.
Consider yourself suspended.
Oh.
May Hewitt, they think that we kidnapped her. We didn't kidnap her, did we?
Nah, it's got to be a different organization.
Can we please just find May first?
What if she doesn't want to be found?
No, she definitely wants to be found, because why else would she just leave her coat, let alone her passport?
Tell me you really don't care what happens to her, and we can take our first class tickets and climb into our pods and go home.
Nah, he still cares about her. I mean, it's his ex. Monarch Outpost 88.
There and there. It's the same isotopic signature as G-Day, but the transmission rate is really funky.
I believe you guys told me in, what, episode 5? That's Robin from The Boys Season 1, Episode 1. The Robin we know. That got her body exploded. Crazy scene.
Good afternoon. Could we have your attention, please? What's going on here?
Oh, she's leading them. Shaw's leading these guys.
You all know where the doors are, which we will be locking down for operational security. You each have a decision to make. A choice. You can go on as if the world hasn't changed, pretending that humanity didn't just wake up and suddenly find itself on the endangered species list. Or you can stand with us on the right side of history.
Ah! Get out. Alert. Alert. Alert, Monarch. Not the best hiding spot, but that will do.
May told me if anything happened to her, I should call her sister. Can you run a search?
Oh, May's sister.
We did background checks on all of you while you were in custody. The passport that she is using
Is her
fake.
sister. Oh, it's fake?
Her real name is not May.
What is it?
Cora.
Cora. That's her real name.
I didn't expect my code to disappear down some rabbit hole at the Cybernetic Neuro Interface Unit.
Oh, this is some hacking organization. Bunch of hackers.
For which you signed a contract, which stipulates any and all output you produce while in our employ is the exclusive property of AET.
Are you serious?
There's a seat for you at the table if you want it. But that doesn't mean you don't have to earn it.
Ah, gotta earn that spot at the top. Gotta beat out your employees or your competitors.
Outpost 88 is offline.
Dr. Barnes, what was he doing there? Why Outpost 88?
Takeover time. They got a lot of guys. Caution, explosives.
What do you want to take?
You kidding? All of it.
What is the plan here? We heard in last week's episode he wants to help Godzilla. He's tracking Godzilla. He's tracking Hiroshi. But what's the real plan?
Hey, stop. That's it. Stop.
Oh, we're about to meet her sister.
What if Cora doesn't want them to know the truth? That she's been hiding out using a fake name? Or what if she's protecting them from something? You gotta play this cool. So follow my lead, okay?
You better play it cool. I feel like he's not. Or he's gonna mess it up. Ah! That is definitely a Tim thing to do. But hey, that's Cora. That's our May.
So how do you guys know Cora again?
We're all in an online manga group.
I see. Well, that sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of manga is Cora into?
Just your basic shoujo stuff.
Say One Piece.
I mean, obviously, Naoko Takeuchi, Moto, Hagio. She's very, very big into Akira Toriyama.
Toriyama? When was the last time she was home?
2 years.
2 years. You've hardly had contact with your daughter.
I still think we should tell them what happened with me. Cora.
We don't know what
I'm
happened.
surprised the mom And the family didn't, you know, put out like a missing person report. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time to be distant from, you know, family members.
There she is.
All right, get in, get in, get in.
Oh, they're about to tail her.
Hold up, stop.
Get out! Get out of the car!
You guys suck at tailing.
Who is she in trouble with?
That's what I'm saying.
Who's the company?
Her sister knows way more.
Applied Experimental Technologies.
Applied Experimental Technologies? AET? Abbreviated? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Her job, her work, in danger. She did her own thing. Oh, this is when she leaves.
Hey, what is it?
Ups and leaves.
Cora, tell me.
AET, those people are who are after her.
I need to take your passport. You can report it stolen next week, okay? What? I have to go away, okay? I have to go away. I have to disappear.
Just up and leaves.
If you do find her, you just let her know that we don't care what happened. We just want her home.
But if she comes back and doesn't resolve this, the family's in danger.
Can I get you anything? Water? Coffee? A good lawyer?
I saw what you were doing.
And you thought that you had the power, the ability, the moral authority to put a stop to it.
Being her own hero, taking down the system and organization with a click of a button. Access. Man, she's doing it all. Granted. Oh, denied. I was wrong. Granted. After numerous tries. That just tells me they have horrible security. In-home security. For that to, you know, be hacked with an inside, good gracious, that is a gigantic hood. Whoa! Experimenting on animals.
The future being created.
Future being created due to the torture of animals.
Why didn't you call the police? There wasn't a warrant.
We prefer to handle these things internally.
I think the reason really is that if the police, government find out what they were doing at AET, they would shut it all down.
Do you have a rescue system?
Sort of.
Another favor?
Not exactly.
He's got to make a call.
See this?
What? How? He just has the power to do that. With a click of a button, has people going crazy because they are all thinking, what, G-Day is about to happen? That's crazy. They're all heading to the shelters.
Tim.
Yeah, Tim has his own plan.
We've been working on since G-Day. Japan has a similar system, but we haven't actually gone public yet.
Wow, this is the first time. This is a test. And it's working. Massive organism.
Shouldn't we go somewhere?
What do you know about monsters, Cora?
Not a lot, but she's seen quite a few. Well, really, only 2.
Imagine what we can learn from a nervous system that allows something as big as Godzilla to walk. That's what the cybernetic neurointerface we're up to.
Wow. They're all into this cybernetic stuff with the brains of animals, and she's implying that she wants to advance that on giant kaijus, giant monsters.
You report back to me everything you learn.
You want me to be your spy?
Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Wow.
Living a lie.
She's tired of living a lie.
I'm so glad we got this settled. Thank you for coming in.
That's the main lady. Y'all just let her walk. You might want to ask questions.
I was using you to save my own ass. I don't want to be that person anymore.
It's not her.
And that's why I can't go with you and I can't go home. I'm sorry.
We came all this way to get you.
I know, but I didn't ask you to do that.
May,
Seriously,
May,
you need to.
May,
My name
May.
is not May. Are you listening to me?
Cora.
I need you to get the hell out of here.
Gotta leave her behind.
Wait. Hey, whoa.
Oh, come on. Is this Monarch?
I didn't think that it was
No,
gonna
you
be...
didn't think. We're in a crisis and you're yelling fire in a crowded theater.
You said you didn't have any
You
resources.
said you were going to help Branda's kids find their playmate.
You said you didn't have any resources, and Tim found a resource.
So stop acting like you know my business, simply because your name is Branda.
What I do know is that you have a Shaw problem. You need to know where he's going and what he's doing, am I right?
Oh, they gotta team up. They gotta work together to find
And you're proposing a solution to this Shaw problem of mine. Okay, school teacher, thrill me.
You help us get May back, and we'll help you find Shaw.
But that's the thing. May doesn't want to come back to you guys.
Yep.
There's an Natalia Verdugo from Monarch here asking to see you.
Uh-oh.
Cora!
2 years without any contact.
What's Monarch gonna say about the Titan alert?
PR will handle it.
Leave it at PR.
We have to bring Monarch out of the shadows.
Out of the shadows and into the light.
What are you doing here?
Where are we going?
She's back with you guys because Monarch saved her ass.
You just got back. What about your family?
Now I can call them anytime.
This better not be no double cross. You know, she agreed on being a spy once again. But her situation is solved due to Monarch.
Monarch is a global collaboration dedicated to the study of massive unidentified terrestrial organisms.
Oh, here we go. Everyone's about to know what Monarch is.
I know that the events of G-Day, they rock the world. A world where everything that we love, everything that we hold dear, it just could be gone in an instant. A constant threat.
Whoa.
That we must learn.
They still friends? Or can it be something more?
I think if she sticks to our agreement, it could be very fruitful.
Ah, she still is being a spy. May is.
Oh, yes. It just arrived.
What just arrived?
A bold statement for AET's new corporate mission.
What?
Good night, Mr. Simmons.
Oh! Oh! Apex! Hey, yo! Apex? What? Apex. Godzilla versus Kong. Oh, wow. That explains the whole cybernetic, you know, on the monsters.
Shaw here, talk to me.
Colonel, both teams are at the safety points.
Are we clear?
Freaking linking what? King Ghidorah's brain with Mechagodzilla?
Ready for you, sir.
All right, here we go.
Shaw, what are you doing? There it is.
Outer circle, mark!
Whoa. Maybe too much explosive? Oh, the monster's going back in. Is the rift closed? What's the plan? The rift is destroyed. It's closed. I think that's how, like, monsters got out. That's crazy. Huh. Man, we have a lot to theorize about. Okay, quick review time as I have to reel in a couple more things. And it's already starting to become a late night. But this is episode 7. We got 3 episodes left. I think this episode, you know, was decent. We get a backstory. I think a really good backstory on May. We get some answers. Not only that, we get a lot more questions with it being episode 7. I would have to say, compared to last week's episode, this is a step down. But it's not a bad episode. I enjoyed this episode way more than episode 5 and episode 4. I feel like episode 4 and 5, those 2 episodes are the weakest out of this season. But 7, this episode is way better. But yeah, we learn a lot more about May. She worked with AET, this secret organization that loves to hack. But then you find out by the end, AET works under Apex. That totally explains it all. I should have caught on a little bit sooner as the lady was going off her monologue speech about what AET truly is. And May found out what AET truly is by hacking the firmware and finding out that they have been doing experiments, harm on animals, basically looking in their brains, the mental capacity of their brains, everything like that. And now she can expand, this lady that I believe is the head of AET can now expand upon that with the monsters. And the only way to do that is working underneath Apex. So AET is basically, uplifting or truly maximizing the effort of Apex. And we heard about Apex, I believe, a little bit. No, actually, no, I'm thinking that Apex was mentioned in Godzilla King of the Monsters, but I don't think Apex was mentioned then. But they were fully mentioned in Godzilla vs. Kong. As we saw within that film, King Ghidorah's severed head was linked to Mechagodzilla, which is how the evil humans, that whole storyline was so wacky in that film. But overall, I still think Godzilla vs. Kong is my favorite film out of the Monsterverse. That is until we get, Godzilla times Kong. But yeah, the bad humans wanted to control Mechagodzilla, and they saw that as a way. And obviously, that did not go as planned. But it got Kong and Godzilla to team up and take them out. And I believe Apex was shut down and done with by the end of that film. But yeah, you basically, get a big time reveal of Apex. Did not see that coming. So that was shocking. By far the biggest shocking moment of this episode comes right at its end. But also the shock of Tim using an alert system app for the first time of Monarch. Therefore, scaring the public. I mean, just think about it. You're working throughout the day, you're living your life, and then boom, you get this message from an app that you don't have that pops on your phone saying that, hey, big kaiju, big monster in the area coming to your city near you. And everyone freaking out because of the recent events of G-Day that happened in San Francisco. So everyone's thinking Godzilla is on their way. He causes panic, which causes a distraction for them to enter AET. But yeah, that basically, that source of a resource for Tim forces Monarch's hand to therefore come open to the world on who they are. So you get that in this episode too as well. But yeah, I think this is a decent episode. I'm still unaware of what Shaw is completely up to. He's tracking Godzilla. He's tracking Hiroshi. We know that. But what happens at the end? Him closing off that rift with a couple of explosions, and then that monster from episode 4 and 5 being sucked into that rift. Is that his plan? Because I have no idea. I have no idea. That is my main question. Like, is he trying? Because he mentioned in last week's episode, he's trying to help out Godzilla. So is his work of helping out Godzilla to close off this rift? Are there plenty of other rifts, just like the one we just saw in Alaska? Like, is that his way of helping out Godzilla, closing these rifts? In doing so, bringing the monsters surrounding that rift area, closing that off, sucking them in? Pause. Is that his way of helping out Godzilla? Maybe so. But he was happy about closing off that rift with a couple of explosions, using a lot. So I'm not sure. I mean, is it truly closed off? Can that rift be open? A lot of questions I have, especially with that ending. But yep, another week of reeling in Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Another week in which we get answers to our questions, and we get more questions than answers. But yeah, we only have 3 episodes left, 8, 9, and 10, so we got to reel it in. And thank you guys for clicking on this video and reeling it in. If you're new here, be sure to, you know, reel in the previous episodes, catch up to these reactions. So reel those in. But yeah, I'm excited for episode 8. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, so sound off in the comments like you guys always do. Give this video a like on your way out. Catch you guys in the next reaction video. This is Reel It In Reactions. I'm Reel It In Miles. Peace.